How do? This is LW, and you're watching Comedian LW here, and I'm going to tell you another story. It's a story called Blackeye. Well, about 3 months ago, my best friend Mike, he come over to the house, and he sat down and he looked at me and he said, "Well, LW, you've got a black eye." And I said, "I know." He said, "Well, where did you get it?" I said, "Mike, you wouldn't believe it if I told you, but I got it at church." He said, "At church?" I said, "I sure did. I went to church with Bertha, and she goes up to the front and sits in the amen choir area, and I sit on the very back pew by the back door." Well, I'm just sitting there minding my own business. All of a sudden, this big woman comes and she sits directly in front of me. Well, I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden the organ player plays. Everybody gets up, they start singing, and they start clapping. And I noticed something. I noticed her dress was caught, I gotta say this the easy way, in the backside of her area, the crack area. Her dress was in there. So I thought I'd do the neighborly thing. I reached forward and I pulled it out. Well, she turned around and she whomped me in the eye. That's where I got the first one. Well, this one here, now I'll tell you where it come from. I got it at church. I did. I went there again, and Bertha went up to the front, and I went to the back by the back door, and I'm sitting there, and you won't believe it. But here come that great big woman again, and she sat directly in front of me. Well, I'm minding my own business, and the organ player plays. They all get up and start a clapping and a singing. Well, I noticed something. I noticed her dress wasn't caught in her backside, the crack area. So I knew what I needed to do. I took my finger and I shoved it in. Well, she let out a war whoop. She leaped in the air. And when they all thought she was in the spirit, but when she came back down, she turned around and whopped me again in the eye. Oh, I tell you, I got to watch when I'm going to church, but that's how I got that black eye. Now, if you'd like to hear more stories like that, you can go to the description box below. We have a website address there. You can copy and paste it. You can pick up my CD. It has all kinds of stories on it. And if you like, I take off my hat. Ooh, not the little spurs up there. But you know what? My real name is Dr. L.W. Murray, and if you'd like to read about the rapture of the church, you can go to the same website. You'll find it on Amazon, The Last 72 Hours, a novel about the rapture. And until we meet again, this is L.W. saying so long.